Today we will talk about common mistake for making video for your shops coming up. Hey guys, today we have Renato again in here. Talk about what the common mistake when making video, the people.
Well, unfortunately, there are a lot of mistakes that you can make when making video, and I think if you abide by some of the best practices we're about to share, you know, you'll do fine. The biggest mistake, I think, on top of the list is when you know, you have bad lighting in the situation. So say, for example, we're in Floriology, and what we had done is we had asked our guys here to replace all the lighting, like, because we knew we were going to take a lot of video at the spot. So what I would recommend to everyone is to make sure that when you take video, take it using what's called Kelvins, 5,000 Kelvin lighting, which means daylight lighting, where it's white. The common mistake that is made is like people start taking video when it's warm lighting.
Like look like yellow.
Yeah, it looks like yellow, right? You've seen it.
Yeah.
So a lot of fluorescents are very are like that, or incandescent lighting, like the regular old light bulbs that people used to use, that has a yellow tinge to it. So if possible, use daylight lighting with a high Kelvin of like 5,000 K.
Okay. At first, when I'm making a video like this, like I was thinking about, like, do I need to buy $5,000 camera? Do I need to buy a $5,000 equipment to make a video to look professional, or what can I do? Well,
if you had $5,000, Donald, sure, go ahead and buy the camera. But I mean, I know that this is a pretty tight business, and you know, like, I'm sure there's a lot better things that you could use with that money, that $5,000. But for example, on this one, what I would recommend is just stick with your smartphone. This video right now that we're capturing is being recorded using a regular iPhone. If you had an iPad, these cameras are usually the same quality. You know, if they're the similar generation. So I would go ahead and use your smartphone, and there are a lot of advantages of using a smartphone because, you know, like I mentioned, the cameras are usually very high quality. You know, Apple and Samsung, you know, two of the largest manufacturers of smartphones, the biggest investment that they make in research and development is with the camera, is with the lens. And you know,
that's true. That's true.
These phones are a lot better than even some of the DSLRs that have come out. So yeah, you could certainly go out and buy a professional camera, but this one is already, you know, will do a great job. And don't forget, your smartphone is also connected to the internet. So if you are taking video at that site, you can immediately upload it. You know, to your social media. I think one of my experience for smartphone is easy to use, always on your hand. That's right.
It's convenient. You know, when you have an SLR, it's heavy, it's bulky, and really hard to.
It's not connected to the internet.
Of course, the quality is you know,
much better.
Much better. But one of the things is, I don't want to carry that 10 pounds.
Well, you know, something to consider is that where is this video gonna live? So if you were taking something for professional studio or whatever, and you're gonna project it on a 4K HD TV, yeah, then maybe take it with a professional camera. But most likely, you'll end up putting this video on the web or on your social media, which doesn't require high quality.
Audio is it important?
Oh, very much so, because you know, you obviously, we're talking about lighting, you know, with video. You know, we'll also talk a little bit about framing too, but the big difference between video and photo is obviously audio. So speak clearly, speak loud, you know, because if you are taking it with your smartphone, you know, like the microphones are right here, so it's always best to like project your voice. I mean, I know a lot of florists have no problem with that, you know, but when you're capturing video, always be sure to project. Like another thing that, the other piece of advice that I give florists is, like, if audio is an issue, buy one of those lavalier mics that connect straight to your smartphone. You know, these things, the one that we use is an Audio Technica, and it's only $24. But the quality that you get from that is pristine.
I think practice and also checking, double check with your audios is important, because sometimes you don't want to tape the whole video and find out, oh,
That's right, yeah.
The quality of sounds is not really good, and you can't even use the footage.
Yeah.
So that's important to double check. Another question: how long should I tape the video, or how long should I upload the video?
Well, you know, that's a common mistake. I think a lot of people think that the video needs to be 10-15 minutes or whatever. But you know what? It's always best to keep the video short and sweet. And when I say short and sweet, I mean really short and sweet. We're talking 30 seconds to a minute. I know this video is lasting a long time, but
because we give a lot of information.
So instructional videos are a different animal. But when you're you know, showing off your product, you know, and talking about your product, this won't take 5 to 7 minutes. It should just be, this is what it is. It contains roses. It contains this. You know, just be very quickly descriptive with what you're going to show, and then end it. Or even if you're doing a tour of your store, 1 minute tops.
And I have another good advice too for when you're taking a video. Make sure you don't take video for like a half an hour to a 45-minute video, or few hour video, because you have to go back to
edit it
and look at it for another 5 hours. So you already take 5-hour video, and then you go back home and have to watch 5-hour video and edit it for another 5 hours. So 15 hours going there. So I don't think it's a good idea for you. So make sure you know what you're doing, and then plan out what you're gonna.
Really plan out your shot. So it's only going to take you literally like a minute in your mind to look at this arrangement, for example, if you were to do that, and know what you're going to say about it. And then when you're ready, and then you have maybe 2 or 3 points in your mind that you want to make, that you want to convey about this particular arrangement, that's when you shoot it. That's why we were saying that it should only be 30 seconds to a minute, because it should really take that only take that long, especially if you've planned out your shot.
Presentation style, is it important?
Yeah, you know what I mean. With video, like, you know, what we're doing now, Donald and I are very animated, right? And I think you have to be, because I mean, I think if we were just, you know, doing this, and you know, I think it'd be rather boring. But I think it's okay to use a lot of motion in the video, like we're moving back and forth.
We talk about things.
And we're using our hands. We're, you know, we could move things around. I've given you demonstration. I think those visual movement is very important in video, because remember, it's not a photo, which could be static. You're talking about a visual medium where you need some movement in the shot.
So where we should post the video, like we should post it on our website or on the social media, where to post?
Well, both. But the first thing that I would recommend that you do if we start taking video is start a YouTube channel for your shop. So all you need to do is, like, you know, start up a Gmail account and, you know, make your username as close to your shop name as possible. So it'd be, in my case, it'd be renatosflowers@gmail.com, right? Once you establish that email account, you instantly have a YouTube channel. So you log into the account and you immediately start uploading all these videos to this channel. And the reason why you want to upload them to a YouTube channel is because the place where you really want to put these videos that you're capturing is to embed them in your website. And you know, this is another discussion, but that's all about search engine optimization. And if you think of who owns YouTube, it's Google. So and the thing,
put a link on it.
Put a link. So what you're doing is, you know, again, it's another session, but you would embed, put the embed link from that video that's already on YouTube into your website, and that just drives up relevance. And of course, the other place, social media. However, this is advice that I just gave in your class earlier, but you've already taken the raw video with your device, right? Facebook won't appreciate a link from YouTube as much as it would appreciate you uploading the same raw video straight to Facebook. So I know that could be a little confusing, like what does that mean? It just means that like a link from YouTube, from Facebook's perspective, is not as strong.
Basically, the Facebook want you to using their platform to upload the video.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you are using Facebook app to upload the video,
Yep.
You can use live. You can do just a video with live. They will more appreciate than you keep a link.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's basically that.
And you know, like a good stat on that, you know, Facebook Live videos. If you guys aren't familiar, check out Facebook. There's a live button in there, and once you start broadcasting, that immediately starts broadcasting through your page, the live video. That type of video gets 3 times more views and engagements as compared to just a static video that you would upload. It's the key.
The last things I want to ask, like, we have so much information here.
Yes.
I'm sure the viewer right now is overwhelming.
It is.
So how can we make sure we're not overwhelming, we don't know what we do and just give up?
Well, you know, I think video itself, like the way we described it, you know, we're talking about how, well, for one, it's a very important medium. You know, I've met with people at Google several times over the past 3 years, and it's kind of funny. I've met with three different sets of people, and the first question they would always ask me, so are florists taking video? You know, so I was kind of surprised by that question. I go, well, why? I mean, why are you asking me that? And they would openly admit to me, because our algorithms look for video content versus any other content nowadays. So my suggestion to you is just get started. I mean, it may seem overwhelming. Okay, like I'm not a video person, I'm not technical, I'm not this, but you know what? Like we were talking about, you have the tool, the primary tool for taking video already in your pocket. So what I would do is just take it out and just take mini videos and narrate them, you know, the best you can. Just get into the habit of, if you're at a job site, wedding, event, give people a tour of all the creations you did. When you're at the shop, if Donald is in the middle of creating an arrangement, go ahead and say, hey, this is Donald Yim, AIFD. He's one of Renato's Flowers designers. And Donald, why don't you give our viewers insight into this arrangement? Other things like, if you have a cooler special, give people a tour of the cooler.
The practice is important, and then you don't need to be in front of a camera.
No, you don't have to. Yeah,
you don't have to, because most of the people think, oh, I have to stand there and talk about my products. You don't. You can just frame it and then plan it onto the flowers, because it's the flowers the most important part of your shops, not just you. So I would recommend you to just concentrate on the flowers. If you feel like you can be the one who in front of the camera, go ahead. But most of the times I was just like, oh, this is our special for this week, beautiful, and different colors and different technique you're using. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, like what we were talked about at the beginning, just keep it short and sweet.
Thank you so much, Renato, today, and give us a lot of information. And I hope you're learning something today. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye-bye.